Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. So, in the previous episode, we spent a lot of time killing Legionnaires, and I hope that this put Boone in a more talkative mood than usual. So I will try to talk to him again and see if he's going to open up a little bit, in particular about Bitter Springs, because I think that's kind of the thing that I was trying to talk to him before, but he never really told me more than the bare minimum. So yeah, let's see if the last episode changed a few things. Let's talk.
Mercy killing is expected of NCR snipers. The Legion likes to torture their prisoners within sight of NCR positions. We get called on to end it. I've had my share. Some of them, you think. Maybe you could have gotten them out. Maybe it's not the Legion that got them killed. Maybe it's your orders and you following them.
So you're talking about what happened in Nelson, I assume. I mean, it really depends on the situation. I was pretty confident that I would be able to kill the Legionnaires and free the hostages alive, so it wasn't really that much of a dilemma for me. Also, I didn't have to follow any orders. I mean, sure, the Major, Sergeant, I think it was just a Ranger Milo, told me to kill them. And I basically ignored what he told me. But it wasn't really an order. I wasn't bound to him by some kind of military hierarchy, so I still had choices. A soldier can disobey orders, but it's a little bit different than what I did at Nelson, I would argue. But yeah, it looks like we have new dialogue options, at least 2 of them. Well, okay. So one is about Bitter Springs, and one is about his wife. Maybe I'm going to start with the less touchy subject, which I guess is Bitter Springs. I don't know, let's see. You must have been at Bitter Springs. What happened there? I mean, I kind of know what happened there, but I would like to hear it from you.
There was a miscommunication.
Okay, that's all. I mean, that's something I already knew. Sounded more of a massacre. Must have been one hell of a miscommunication. There must be more to it than that. Yeah, that was one hell of a miscommunication.
Yeah, well, that's how they wrote it up in the report. We did what we were there to do. A lot of people got killed. That's war. Maybe looking back, you do things differently. But that's not how it works. In the field, you hesitate, you or someone you care about will die. They teach that from day one.
Alright, well, I kinda understand that. Sounds like you have some regrets. That's true, you can't second guess what you do out there. Being a mindless drone is just as dangerous. You have to think for yourself. I actually kinda like all of them. I also don't think that these two really contradict each other. I mean, in the heat of the moment, when you're there in the battle zone, then you probably don't have the time to second guess what's going on, and you have to act, and you want to protect yourself and your comrades, so you do what you have to do, or what you think you have to do. So I can understand that, but that still means that you can have regrets later, right? So I think these can both be true at the same time. I also kind of agree with this one, that, sometimes you should think for yourself, and, you shouldn't blindly follow orders, but that's very easy to say for someone who isn't actually there at that moment. So it feels very judgy for someone who hasn't been there and hasn't witnessed what exactly went down at that day. In principle, I do agree with that statement, being a mindless drone is dangerous, but I understand that reality is a little bit different, usually. So yeah, I don't know, he does sound like he has some regrets, so maybe I'm just going to pick this option over here.
You don't come out of a tour of duty without regrets. It's best just not to think about it.
So that's your strategy, just not think about it. Do you think about Bitter Springs a lot? Well, he just told me that he doesn't, or at least that he thinks it's best not to think about it. So, do you follow your own advice?
Yeah, always. Even when I sleep.
Apparently not. Okay, so you do think about it a lot. So, I don't know, maybe it would help to go back there. I mean, ignoring the fact that we have been back there just like 2 episodes ago. But maybe now that we had this talk, going back there might actually be different. So I don't know, would you like to go back there again?
I don't think so. It won't change anything. And that's a memory I don't want refreshed.
Alright, fair enough. So he doesn't want to go back. I can kinda understand that. So yeah, I guess we're going to talk about the touchy subject of his wife as well, since they actually give me this option now. So, would you like to tell me what exactly happened to her?
I don't see what this helps. She's dead.
Yeah, touchy subject. He got defensive very quickly. The better we understand each other, the more effective we'll be. I just want to know. You're hiding something. Spit it out, you owe me. Well, he doesn't owe me like his personal history. That's not how it works. So maybe I can just appeal to his reason by saying we would be more effective that way. Let's see.
All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope.
Ooh, I have a feeling.
Swarming with legion, hundreds of them.
I know how this is going to end.
Bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just me against all of them. So I took the shot.
So it was kind of a Nelson situation, except it was your wife, which made it even worse, I'm sure. Better for her to die than live as a Legion slave. Okay. You should have tried to rescue her, even if it meant your death. I mean, that's not going to help anyone. You had no right to make that decision. Well, that is not completely wrong. But on the other hand, I guess he probably knew his wife best. So maybe he knew that this is what she would have wanted. Again, it's kind of hard for me to judge this, if this was the right decision or if he should have let her become a slave and hope that maybe she can escape later or whatever. But you never know. So I hope you knew that this was what she would have wanted and that she would have preferred death than living as a Legion slave.
Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever going to play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me.
What exactly are you talking about? You make it sound like your wife's death was inevitable. Yeah. Why do you think that way?
It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me.
Alright.
You better keep your distance too.
Oh boy, now we are getting into that kind of subject. Well, I feel that what he's trying to say is that because of the bad stuff he did at Bitter Springs, because of all the innocent people that he probably killed, he has some kind of punishment coming, some kind of, I don't know, divine punishment maybe even, or bad karma, and that the death of his wife was basically a result of what he did at Bitter Springs. Seems like a stretch to me, but that's kind of the impression that I get from what he's telling me here. So yeah, why do you think you've got bad things coming?
Because fair is fair.
Yeah, it seems to be some kind of karma thing, right? So he thinks that because he did bad stuff is going to happen to him. In this case, the death of his wife, and potentially more bad stuff. So I think I do kind of understand, but I hope he will explain it a little bit more if I pretend not to. So yeah, let's just say I don't understand. Although I think I kind of see where he's trying to go here.
Better that you don't.
Okay. You're falling back into your old non-talkative ways. it is because of bitter springs that you think you've got bad things coming. Exactly, that's what I've been thinking. So, is this the reason?
Life has a way of punishing you for the mistakes you make. Big enough mistake, punishment can take a while. Mine's not over.
Okay, maybe you can make up for your mistakes. Life doesn't work that way. Your misfortunes are just bad luck. That's what I would say. If it's out of your control, why worry about it? That's a good point too. Yeah, it seems to be some kind of divine or universal punishment that's waiting for him, kind of like bad karma. And I mean, I did profit from quote-unquote good karma in like one of the previous episodes, but that was a little bit different because I think the way quote-unquote karma does work, if you want to believe in it, is that, you know, you help people, you're being kind to people, and they will repay it, and they will, you know, return the favor, hopefully, or at least they will be more likely to help you and return the favor. So I would say, yes, that kind of karma does exist, you know, in a very practical way, that if you are helpful, people are more likely to help you. But this is more like some kind of cosmic judgment that is enacted upon him, which personally I don't believe in. I guess he does, so I'm not really trying to convince him that this isn't going to happen. But personally, I think your misfortunes are just bad luck.
That's what they tell you in the casinos, too. Because it's the only way to get you to buy back in. If people knew the truth, that something's watching you, waiting to take it all away from you, and it never loses. That's all it's doing now. Waiting for me to buy back in.
Yeah, this does sound like some almost malevolent kind of cosmic judgment that is punishing him for his, you know, mistakes. But honestly, there are people who did much worse stuff than he did, and not everyone has, you know, bad stuff coming to them. So if this is a system in this world, then it doesn't really work out that way. You know, life isn't always fair, and sometimes bad people don't get punished. And, you know, maybe you're not getting punished for what you did. Maybe it just happened because, you know, this life is kind of hard on people. And sometimes bad stuff happens to good people, and sometimes good stuff happens to bad people, and sometimes bad stuff happens to bad people, and that's just how it is. How do you know your punishment isn't over? Yeah, that's a good point as well. Even if I were to believe in this cosmic judgment, why shouldn't it be over, you know, since your wife already died?
Because I'm still alive.
So apparently your punishment isn't over until you're dead. I don't know, Boone. I think you may have a slightly exaggerated sense of your own importance. Because you seem to believe that for some reason what you did was big and bad enough that someone is specifically trying to punish you, while other people who did bad stuff seem to be getting away with it. So why do you think that you're so important that this happens to you, and apparently only you? Because, you know, like I said, lots of bad people get away with bad stuff in life, and there's no one apparently punishing them. But whatever, I guess this is basically what he thinks about it, and I can't really reply anything to that. But honestly, I'm glad that he at least kind of opened up about it. Although I feel that he is really exaggerating his own misery and his belief that, you know, he has to be punished for what he did. So I don't know how I feel about that. But okay, I appreciate the fact that you talked to me about it.
Yeah.
All right, this was quite a grim little talk, and yeah, what do we do now with that, Boone? You almost put me in a bad mood with all your depressing talk. Anyway, I think I should actually go back to the Lucky 38 because I have a very full inventory, so I would like to drop off a few souvenirs and maybe sell some stuff, and then we can decide what to do next. Maybe I'm just going to explore a little bit keep Boone in my party for...
Hey, I thought some more
What?
about what you said. I think maybe you're right. Maybe I should go to Bitter Springs. I don't know what I'm hoping to find there.
Well, you changed your mind pretty quickly. What changed your mind? Okay, we'll make it a point to stop there. I don't really have time for this now, Boone. No, that's okay, we can do that. But what changed your mind all of a sudden?
Nothing. Dream. Just tired of thinking about it.
Okay, well, if you say so, I'm sure we can make a point to stop there.
I hope this isn't a mistake.
Well, apparently it wouldn't be the first one you made. Okay, so now I got an actual quest. I forgot to remember to forget. Well, that's quite the name. Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
Travel to Bitter Springs with Boone. However, I still need to clean out my inventory first, so I will quickly travel back to the Lucky 38 and do some inventory management, and I'll bring you back once I'm done with that, and then I guess we will return to Bitter Springs and do Boone's personal quest, I presume. So yeah. Alright, I'm back and I cleaned out my inventory. As a matter of fact, I did some major reshuffling. For example, Rex has now the spacesuit in his inventory. I took it out of Edie's inventory, which means I had to take Edie back into my party and then remove all the stuff from its inventory and then put it into Rex's inventory. So if I ever encounter any radiation, I can protect myself now. I also dropped off a few souvenirs, which I will show you later. For now, let's just continue with Boone's quest that he finally gave us after we killed a lot of legionnaires and talked to him about his past. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to fast travel to Bitter Springs and see if, this helps Boone to get over his trauma.
This is the place. We got sent from Camp Gulf looking for some cons who'd been making trouble with one of our settlements. I guess one of the settlers was connected because we sent everything we had. We figured this was a gang hideout, but they'd led us to their home. There's a ridge called Coyote Tail on the south side. That's where we set up.
Alright. Go with Boone to Coyote Tail Ridge. Okay, I remember that place. I remember it because it seemed so insignificant and nothing special about it. So apparently that's why this is like a special landmark. Let's remove the custom marker and let's just travel to Coyote Tail Ridge.
Canyon 37. That's what the NCR calls the pass down there. It was the Khan's only escape, so we set up here to guard it while the main force attacked from the front. Standing orders were to shoot on sight.
Alright, and what happened then? I'm not interested in your stories. I worked so hard to finally tell me the story, so now I'm actually going to listen to it.
Main force got spotted too soon. We heard shooting. And Khan started coming through Canyon 37 in bunches. It was all wrong, though. Women, kids, elderly. Wounded started coming through, too. We radioed to confirm our orders, but command didn't get what we were seeing. They told us to shoot till we were out of ammo, so that's what we did.
So it was a miscommunication? They didn't realize that it was elderly and children? But I mean, you still chose to follow the order, even though you knew that it was civilians, right? You did what you were supposed to as a soldier. That's not what I would have done at all. How could you kill innocent people like that? Well, I don't know. What do I want to tell him? No, I would like to believe that this is not what I would have done. But like I said, it's easy to say this when you're not actually in that situation. But yeah, I hope at least that I would not have done something like that.
Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't have either at one point. But that's why they train you. Break you down to your automatic.
I understand.
Anyway, I don't know why we're here. Thought maybe it'd help me see things better. I'd like to stay here for the night. Think some things over.
I guess we can do that. Sure, let's stay for the night.
All right. We won't stay for long.
Talk to Boone about staying overnight at Coyote Tail Ridge. Alright. Talk to Boone. So apparently we just skipped to night time. So have you thought about it? Let's talk.
Something's wrong. Got a group coming our way. Looks like a Legion raiding party.
Oh.
It's big.
Okay.
Might be too big, even for us. If you want out, I won't blame you, but I'm gonna stay. See if I can hold them off.
Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Why would they come to Bitter Springs? Good, saves us the trouble of finding them. You don't sound surprised. Let's get out of there. Let them have Bitter Springs. No, I worked so hard to help that place. I'm not going to leave now. So why would they come to Bitter Springs?
Easy target for grabbing slaves. Bunch of refugees.
Obviously.
Just a few soldiers defending it. I don't think they're here for us. Too bad. Would have made me feel good about myself.
How so? Wouldn't you just blame yourself again that you brought danger upon the refugees if they came for you specifically? I mean, that's kind of how your mind seems to work, right? God saves us the trouble of finding them. Yeah, sure, let's just go ahead and kill them. I'm all for that.
If only it was this easy all the time.
Right. And yeah, you don't sound surprised.
I'm not. Always figured this was how it was gonna end for me. Just didn't know when. That day you showed up in Novak, I had a feeling I was supposed to go with you. That it was time to end all this. And now I know.
Okay, so basically you think that we're going to die now. Boone, do you always have to be such a downer? You have to learn to be a little bit more optimistic at times. So, let's go. What are we waiting for? Let's kill some Legionnaires.
Tell the truth, I think this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Okay, let's do it. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, we have two different options. Let's travel to Bitter Springs so we can pick up any Legionnaires that come too close to the refugees. That might be a good plan. Alright, apparently we already have some Legionnaires attacking, but they are not close enough for a proper assault. Now let's do it. Alright.
Before they do.
Let's hit them with all the criticals. Alright. Is that all? I mean, there's definitely more quest markers on my map. So maybe we can come a little bit closer. Okay, here we go. We got a few mongrels. That's another critical. And I think Rex is going to take care of that doggy. Okay, that seems to be all that are within range at the moment. Yeah, but there's more quest markers, which means there's probably more coming our way. Yep.
You're mine.
There's more coming. Now let's see, do I have any good percentages with these guys? Yes, I do. And that's another critical. I'm really just racking up these critical hits now, which is amazing. Alright, looks like Rex is taking care of some of them. But there might be more. Alright, Rex, good work. Oh, suddenly they're over here. It looks like they're going like over the graveyard and maybe try to enter Bitter Springs from this angle. So let's travel back into the refugee camp and let's try to stop them before they actually get to kill any refugees. Going to...
Eat this.
Okay, here we go. We already have some mongrels trying to attack the refugees. Alright, let's help out that NCR soldier over here. Now can you please target the dog? Or oh, the dog's already dead. Okay, it looks like they're already taken care of. So let's deal with these dogs now. And yep, there's more legionnaires. So gotta take them down before they kill any refugees or something. Rex is just a killing machine. I think I could just send in Rex on his own and he's going to kill all of them. Alright. Is that all? Well, I don't see any more quest markers, so we might be good. What do you say, Boone?
Instead of spending a fortune in this war, the NCR should be...
We made it through after all.
Alright.
Not sure what to make of that.
Well, maybe you actually start to question your belief that some cosmic karma is trying to kill you. Why aren't you sure? You underestimated us. I wasn't going to let you die. Yeah, I think you just underestimated us.
Guess I did. Guess I figured whatever we could handle. This time the Legion was gonna send more. I should have died here a long time ago. When I spotted the Legionaries today, I thought I understood. Things were finally gonna even out. But I'm still here and nothing's changed.
Well, that sounds very depressing again. Maybe you just can take the positive away from it. You know, that maybe cosmic judgment is not trying to kill you. How about that? Maybe it's just not your time yet. Yes, no one is judging or punishing you. Things just happen. Thank you for giving me this option. Having to live with what you've done is your punishment. I guess you could say that, but I honestly would prefer if he kinda goes away a little bit from this whole punishment idea. No one is judging or punishing you. Things just happen.
If that's how it is, there's not a lot of comfort in knowing it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this.
So again, he's only seeing the negative and not the positive. You can't take back what you've done, but your regrets can set you on a better path. That sounds like a good, lesson to learn from this. Get over it, it's war, people die, why should it matter whether they're soldiers or civilians? Well, I want him to get over it, but I don't really agree with, that it doesn't matter if you're killing civilians or soldiers. So I guess I'm going to take this one. This seems to be like a good moral of the story or whatever.
I guess they brought us here. One less Legion raiding party running loose now. Never a bad thing, you can take my word for that. Still feels like I'm living on borrowed time. But I don't see any reason not to take a lot more of those sons of bitches with me.
Right.
You got a point. There's still some things I can do before all this is over.
Okay, here we go. Boone has now first recon survival armor, fitted with extra features and storage designed to help a sniper and his comrades survive the harsh desert environment. It will not count against his carrying capacity. Alright, that's good, I guess. Oh yeah, he actually put on a new armor. Although I think I never really gave him any equipment. I just gave all of his stuff to my non-human companions because they wouldn't just start using the armor or the weapon that I gave them. So I just left them with their normal stuff. Okay, I guess that's all, and I finished his companion quest.
Paying us to survive.
And I actually feel very inclined
Those
to
free-side
actually
thugs
go
aren't
and
worth
kill
our time
Caesar
anymore.
with Boone in my party, because I think he needs some kind of pick-me-up, and maybe this is going to improve his fatalistic mood that he still seems to have. But yeah, I guess that's Boone's companion quest finished, and I have to admit, I'm not sure if I would have been able to finish this if I was playing this completely on my own, but there were a few comments in the comment section that told me you have to do certain quests with him and you have to, keep him in your company for a while. And while they didn't specifically tell me which quests that I had to do, I just figured out that, you know, I should do Legion-related stuff with him and kill Legionnaires, and that might make him more well-disposed towards me, and then maybe I can get his quest. I feel it's very hard to figure this out on your own without any help, so I guess this is something that you can easily miss on a first playthrough, and I guess I got a little bit of help here because, you know, I got comments who told me, you know, you need to have your companions in your party at certain events or do certain quests with them. And so I just try to figure out which quest made the most sense for these companions. But yeah, since we did kill a bunch of Legionnaires, I definitely want to
leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Pick up their ears for that contest that's still going on. And once I'm done with that, we still have some time left in this episode, so maybe I'm just going to spend the remaining, I don't know, 15 minutes exploring the surroundings a bit. I know there's a few unexplored landmarks in the vicinity. Alright, I hope I found all the Legionnaires and picked up all their Legionnaires. So now we can move on and maybe check out some of the other places in the vicinity. We got Camp Guardian over here, Guardian Peak, the Devil's Throat, although that's kind of far away and it might be difficult to get there. Lots of mountains. And then we have a few landmarks in this area. So let's just try to reach Camp Guardian. I mean, that place was mentioned by, I think, one of the rangers in that ranger station. And I can see the cazadors on top of that hill. So, gotta be prepared for that. Alright, here they come. This is just a young one. But I can see more of them. This might not be the right way, but it's probably a good idea to kill the cazadors before they notice me. So let's try to get up this mountain and finish them off. Alright, cazadors. I know you're somewhere around here. Well. Oh, I see. Cazador was actually down there. But wasn't there one up here as well? Apparently not. But we do have a very nice view. Oh, well. There's more cazadors. Okay. I expected there to be more. And another one. And let's kill this one too. There we go. Yeah, look at this nice view. We got Hoover Dam over there. And is this the Legion camp? Caesar's camp? The fort. Yeah, this must be Caesar's camp. So it's basically right next to Hoover's Dam. Interesting. Okay, but let's go back to the road. And let's try to get to that Camp Guardian. I think I might be able to just go down here. Yep, you can take care of that cazador. Alright, onwards we go. Well, this is the end of the road, but the camp's gotta be in this direction. Okay. I can see it. Ooh. Question is, can I get there from here? I gotta find a way down first. Camp Guardian radio station found. I don't know, do I want to listen to that? Or is it just going to be music? We were attacked by some kind of freak mutant from the caves. Please send help. Guardian is down. I repeat, Guardian is down. Requesting backup from any nearby forces. Okay. Well, that is unsettling. A mutant freak. Okay. I guess it was inevitable that something bad was happening to this place. Oh, what the hell? What do we got here? Oh, it's just coyotes. Alright. Didn't expect them to suddenly jump me like that, so this is a bit of a surprise. Oh, look at them, they actually are kind of cute. Poor puppies. Didn't really want to kill you. Oh, well, got some stuff in a rock. Camp Guardian, elevation really high. Population 12-ish. Well, not anymore, probably. The question is, how do we get up there? Is this like a way up? What is this? Camp Guardian log. Log page 7. This is very mysterious. Camp Guardian daily log, Sergeant Banner reporting. Day 7. Okay, we are making good headway cleaning up the path. With only the 12 of us, I'm amazed we've moved this much rock in such a short time. Kale and I made it to the top yesterday. The survey team was right. Guardian Peak has one hell of a view, but we still have a lot of work ahead of us. I sent our runner to Bravo to request a radio from McCarran. There isn't much point in having an Overwatch camp here if it takes us at least an hour to sprint to Bravo to report a Legion assault. Good point. Well, I guess they got their radio, but they haven't reported in for a while, so I guess something bad happened to them. Oh, look at that. I guess this is as far as you can go, and then you're blocked off by a not-so-invisible wall. Oh, there's another one. I might want to check the path again if there's more pages that I've missed already. Camp Guardian Daily Log, Sergeant Banner reporting. Day 3. This place is a mess. Most of the old hiking trails are buried in landslides and the rest is so dusted you can't tell which direction you're supposed to go. I don't know what the hell the survey team was thinking when they said this was a strategically sound location. At least we were issued plenty of rations and the river has plenty of fresh water. We could eat for a month. Let's hope tomorrow brings some headway cleaning this place up. Alright, this was an earlier report. Oh, I don't like this narrow passage. Oh boy, a giant red scorpion. Okay. But it's still not like the mutant they've been talking about, I guess. I mean, red scorpions are unpleasant, but I feel that there's something more dangerous going on here. Alright, I guess we are supposed to take this little bridge here. Guardian Peak. I don't know. Let's take the bridge. I do see like another enemy somewhere around here. Alright, it's just another red scorpion.
Eat this!
Who are you? Oh, I see. There's more enemies somewhere over here. But where are they and what are they? Okay, that's another red scorpion. Again, doesn't seem that dangerous. Do you see anything? Oh, I think it's just some small critters. Yep, nothing too dangerous. I mean, there are a lot of enemies around here, but... Enter Camp Guardian Cave. Oh, I have to go through the caves. I see. And yeah, that red scorpion is still not quite dead. Let's see if I can shoot it from here. There we go. Yeah, I guess we gotta enter that cave if we want to reach Camp Guardian, huh? Let's do it. So, what dangerous creatures await us here? Ah, it says detected. It's just a giant rat. That's not really all that dangerous. I mean, they don't even seem to attack us. Probably if we get too close, then they might become hostile. Alright. Yep, it's just a bunch of very big rats with glowing eyes. And another one. Huh. More rats. Let's just shoot them one by one. Don't even think I need to use any vets for that. Okay, now what? Is this a dead end? This might be a dead end. Let's have a look at the map. Well, the local map is just empty, even though I have explored this territory. But I do see, like, a door over here. So maybe I can find it. I can't even put a marker on it, which is weird. I mean, it's somewhere in this direction. Probably somewhere up here, but I would be surprised if I can climb up here. Yep, there's definitely a way out. But I'm not getting up there. So maybe there's a different way through the caves to get there. Alright, it looks like there's really only one way through this cave, and it leads into that dead end, and there aren't like any tunnels or corridors that I've missed. So this is essentially a way out of the camp if we drop down from that ledge, but it doesn't seem to be a way into the camp. So I can only exit to the wasteland here. So the obvious question is, how do I get into the camp? Do I just have to go in that direction maybe? I mean, I suppose this could be a way to the actual camp. Alright, I guess I will continue this in the next episode. I will try to find my way into the actual Camp Guardian and find out what happened there. So yeah, let's make a cut here. As usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.